go. It begins. Let me see. I'm not forgetting anything, am I? I don't think so. Yeah. Alrighty, so you may have noticed some things are different today. There's reasons for that, very good reasons. And that is OBS does not like DOSBox, which is the thing that I have to run the game in. So it doesn't let me catch the game in a window like I normally would. Instead, I have to just have my entire monitor visible and play Arena windowed, which is unfortunate, but with some finagling, as little as possible of the well, everything but the game and chat should be visible. So there we go. Listium. Yes. Hello. Hello, Clarice. Perfect. Yes. Chapter 1. For centuries, different factions battled in petty wars and border conflicts until in Second Era 896, Tiber Septim crushed all those who opposed him and took control, proclaiming himself as emperor. Still, the bitter years of war had its effect on the populace. The name Tamriel, Elvish for dawn's beauty, seldom fell from anguished lips and was... I was afraid of that. Different sides of the same coin tossed every day, the people of the known world began calling the land of their sorrow the Arena. Now, 492 years after Tiber Septim took control and kept the peace, the land of Arena has a new threat. The Emperor Uriel Septim VII celebrates his 43rd birthday, but jealous hearts desire the throne and plot his downfall. It is said that hope flies on death's wings. Prepare, then, for as the Elder Scrolls foretold, it will be here that your adventure begins. I'm not surprised. Ah, crap. I can't move the mouse cursor off the game screen. And if I do this, it's gonna just turn into a window, so we're gonna have to restart the game after this. But that's okay. The sound is still going, so... How's that? Is that too loud? This is a kind of a quiet section, but... Here, hang on, I have an idea. There will be louder music here. This should be a good example. Yeah, that's much louder. So, is it too loud now? Yeah, I thought so. I had a feeling. Tell me when. I am continuously lowering. How's this? Too low? How about now? Have we hit the sweet spot for this game? Excellent! We'll exit out, restart it, because as far as I can tell, there's no way to bring it back to full screen. I am unfortunately not very tech savvy. Okay. Here we go. It's 1993 again. Oh, I wouldn't say that. Uriel Septim IV, Emperor of Tamriel, stands with Talon, leader of the Imperial Guards. They have been summoned by Jagar Tharn, Imperial battle mage of the Empire, on rumors of treachery. The Emperor is betrayed. Lagasp, who could have foreseen it? And transported to a dimension of Tharn's choosing. After months of preparation, Jagar Tharn takes the throne. Rhea Silmaine, once Tharn's apprentice, is captured before she can warn the Elder Council of the Imperial Battle Mage's treachery. Manipulating the essence of magic, Tharn prepares to take the true Emperor's place as ruler of the known land. The Imperial Wizard wastes no time in gathering his servants and turning them into twisted counterparts of the Emperor's Guard. And that is all of the explanation or backstory you will get. It was a different time. Generate. That's the quiz. We get a fucking personality quiz here, chat. 10 questions shall be asked that will determine the path of your destiny. The scroll bars roll the parchment up or down. Use the A, B, or C keys to answer the questions. An old man stops you on the way to market, claiming to have been robbed. He is lying on the trail and seems gravely injured. He asks you to run to town and get the constable. You give him your word that you will go directly to town and bring the constable back. As you make your way back, you notice a suspicious man. That's right. Nope. What was it? I forgot what it said. Shit! It did say the up and down keys, didn't it? Yeah, to choose the answers, but whoa. Oh, shiznit. No! No! Alright, hang on. Restart. It selected the answer before I could see the answers. This is what happens when you do it live. Furious tapping. More furious tapping. So many pixels. Okay. How do I scroll the page? Scroll bars. Roll the parchment. The scroll bars? Scroll bars. Like this? No? It's not my mouse wheel. Scroll bars. What the hell is a scroll bar? Oh. What? Oh. You have to click and hold on the top and bottom of the scroll. Okay. Okay. Suspicious man creeping along another trail. He doesn't seem to notice you yet. Do you follow the man, reasoning that if this man is the robber, you could lead the constable directly to him and safeguard other travelers, although it would mean breaking your word. Take note of him, but continue on, reasoning that the man on the trail is hurt too badly to stop, regardless of any other consideration. Or take note of him, but continue on, reasoning that your word is your bond and that it takes precedence over anything else. Okay. So, I don't know for sure that this guy is the robber, so I'd be gambling the victim's life on the possibility, which would be stupid. That would be a stupid people thing to do. And I don't care about that shit, but B, for sure. B. Mage. Unsurprising. A boat you are in is suddenly caught in a tremendous whirlpool. As the current reaches an impossible velocity, the little boat begins springing leaks and starts to sink under the vortex. You can see no way out that does not promise death, so you pick up a bucket and begin bailing furiously, hoping to keep the boat afloat just a few more seconds. Sit back and accept your fate, choosing to die with a sense of decorum and nobility. Hello, Eclipse! Welcome to the Sorting Hat. Elder Scrolls Edition. Choosing to die with a sense of decorum and nobility, not as a commoner who fears the unknown. Good lord. What a very Monty Python thing to say. Dive into the churning current. You may only be hastening your own death, but at least you're doing something. Yeah. I'm in a whirlpool. Well, I mean, I'm not going to just sit there and die. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm too stubborn for that. I mean, probably. It is me. But... I mean... Yeah. Probably C. Ah, thief. Because you... Oh, okay, yeah. Because you expressed interest, Arms Master Festal told you a few hints about recognizing magical weaponry. Later, you were practicing archery with a few friends. One boy, who was never a strong archer, has become something of a sharpshooter. You suddenly realize that he's using magical arrows. The bitch! What do you do? Tell the others about the arrows. In a friendly archery match, using magical arrows is cheating! Well, I mean, if it doesn't matter. Like, it'd be one thing if it was a tournament or something, or a test, but if we're just faffing about, who gives a shit? Unless I hate the guy. Tell your friend you noticed that he was using magical arrows, and if he doesn't get you some, you'll tell the Arms Master and the others the reason behind his improvement. Or say nothing. If you have a need for magical arrows, you can always mention something to him later. After all, magic isn't really a cheat, it's a different skill. I mean, that's true. But... it was just a... You're practicing archery. Yeah, it's not a test or anything, so yeah, C. I think we might be going stealth archer. While in town, the baker gives you a sweet roll. And here, chat. For anyone who's ever played any other Elder Scrolls game, this is where it began. The fucking sweet rolls. Delighted, you take it into an alley to enjoy, only to be intercepted by a gang of 3 other kids your age. The leader demands the sweet roll, or else he and his friends will beat you and take it. Do you drop the sweet roll and step on it, then get ready for the fight? Give him the sweet roll now without argument, knowing that later this afternoon you'll have all your friends with you and can come and take whatever he owes you. Yeah. Act like you're going to give him the sweet roll, but at the last minute, throw it in the air, hoping that they'll pay attention to it long enough for you to get a shot in on the leader. Yes, darling, we know what you'd pick. Well, unless we're assuming I have no friends, which is plausible, but, you know, assuming I was a child when this was happening, you'd be surprised how few small children actually want to be friends with dragons. You know, they say they do, until they meet one, and then they're like, ah, teeth. Anyway. So B. I'll go with B. Yep. A lot of magic. No fighter at all. Othissa, a friend, has been beat by, well, you know. Has been beat by a boy several years older than either you or her. She asks for your help. Are you more inclined to gather a bunch of friends together and ambush the boy, teaching him a lesson about bullying? Tell Othissa to avoid the bully. No reason to make things worse than they are. God, no. Jesus Christ, no. It was the absolute worst possible thing to do. Challenge the older boy, knowing that you'll probably take a beating, but confident that if you do it enough times, he'll move on to pick on someone who's an easier target. A. Yeah, A. That kid is not going to survive. Thief. Yep, no. You have a great aunt and uncle who living in 2 different nearby villages, both of whom have asked your father to allow you to live with them for a few weeks. Your father knows where he plans to send you, but he's curious about your opinion. Given the choice, would you rather live with your great aunt, a wise old woman of considerable wealth? Living in luxury for a few weeks could not only be enlightening, it could also be very interesting. Live with your great uncle, a sick old man who has always been something of a stranger to you. A few weeks with him may be arduous, but he is in more need of your help than your great aunt. That made me feel like a douche. Think of a way to divide your time between your great aunt and uncle. Perhaps you'll not be able to spend as much time with either as much as you would like, but neither would be left... Yeah, I'd go with that. Yeah. Your mother sends you to the market with a list of goods to buy. Goods, everyone! After you finish, you find that by mistake a shopkeeper has given you too much money back in exchange for one of the items. Do you return to the store and give the shopkeeper his hard-earned money, explaining to him the mistake? My darling paladin, we already know your answer. Pocket the extra money, knowing that shopkeepers in general tend to overcharge customers anyway. Or decide to put the extra money to good use and purchase items that would help your family. I mean, I might do that anyway, but B. Fuck capitalism. One night, walking home, you are attacked by a young man you know from Armsmaster Festal's class. You defend yourself ably and knock him unconscious. While he is out, you tie him up, intending to interrogate him later when he wakes up. You want to know why he attacked you. You can then turn him into the Armsmaster at your leisure, probably that. Slit his throat! Jesus Christ! You know him from class and think he would have done the same had your positions been reversed. I mean, sure, maybe, but like... unless I have reason to think that turning him in wouldn't amount to anything, like, you know, his daddy's the mayor or the Armsmaster or something, then maybe, but... well, even then, killing him would probably just start other problems. Yes, well, I mean, okay. The question doesn't give any information on who the guy is, you know, like... It doesn't say he's some kind of small local business owner who, like, is super friendly and nice to me all the time or anything like that, you know, like... From the question as presented, I'm going to assume he's, like, just a faceless business guy, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway. Leave him with a visible scar. The knowledge of his defeat at your hands and the visible reminder, punishment enough for one who has resorted to such dishonorable tactics. Yeah, no, A. Definitely A. You and your best friend... No. You and your best friend buy your first daggers together. Dagger. A matched pair. You loan him the amount since he doesn't have enough gold and he agrees to pay you back later. After leaving the shop, you and he sit down to marvel at your new weapons. To your dismay, you notice that there is a small notch on the blade of the dagger you selected. Your friend asks you to please watch his weapon for him while he runs an errand. Do you wait for him while he... Oh, sorry. Wait for your friend's return, then point out the dagger. Then point out the flaw in your dagger and return to the weapons shop to demand a refund. I mean, yeah. Like, there's a notch in it. It's completely useless. It's going to shatter the first time I use it for anything. Yeah, man sold me faulty goods. Switch the daggers, obviously not, rationalizing that since you paid for them, you should get the first choice, and that if your friend ever notices the notch, you could always take it back to the weapon shop and get a refund. That makes me think it's like really tiny, but still. Keep his dagger safe until his return, then switch the daggers with your best friend's knowledge, justifying it with the fact that you paid for them and then offer to accompany him back to the weapon shop. No, A. Definitely A. Oh, a fighter one! You are at weapons practice with Armsmaster Festal. He's very old now, but takes his teaching very seriously. In fact, you've heard him comment that it is all he has left in life. Mew. Today, he has ceaselessly taunted you at every mistake. Well, there goes my goodwill. Finally, he asks you to attack him with the same technique you just did in an effort to show you the proper execution. Do you do the technique just fast enough so that he can block it, knowing that it is more important to allow the master to retain dignity, regardless of your personal feelings? Yeah, no. Attack him at full speed, knowing that you could probably score the hit and justify his unfair treatment of you by showing the class that you were actually doing it right. Or refuse and leave practice, unable to compromise your anger with his dignity and realizing that whatever course you choose would cause you to lose respect for either him or for yourself. Okay, so if he hadn't been being an ass about it the whole time, that'd be one thing. But, like, either he is in a bad mood and is being a dick about this, and there's no justification for this. Like, come on, man. And he knows that I'm doing it right, but is lying about it so that he can make himself feel important or something. Which, like, if this is all you have left, then fucking do it right. You know what I mean? Or he's terrible at his job, and I'm actually just better than him, and he can't even tell that I am doing it right. In which case, I have a little more sympathy, but not much. Not with the attitude. So yeah, full speed. Nightblade. Fucking called it. I knew it. All right. Stealth magic it is. Alright. We're gonna go with this. This shall be my name, and you will see why in a moment. Because we are going to be Booba. And there's a very specific reason for that. It is only at this point, at the end of character creation, you pick your race by choosing your province. And of course, I am Lizard. Yes, Argonian. Then thou wilt be known as the Nightblade Veth, who wouldst call Blackmarsh, land of the Argonians, her home. Know ye this also, thy race is born of the swamps. Thou hast stayed thyself from the open fields, for thou art hunters of a different sort, those who stalk thy prey in the still black waters. Thy body and mind must be agile and intelligent if thou art to succeed as a Nightblade. Go ye now in peace, let thy fate be written in the Elder Scrolls. Distribute thy points as needed, keeping in mind the recommendations for thy chosen class. Lizard! Now, any of you who've seen some of the more, or played some of the more recent Elder Scrolls games might be looking at this and thinking, the fuck? Yes. In this very first game, Argonians... That's right, you click here, somewhere? Where was it? Hang on. How do I change my appearance? I know there's a way. Do I do it afterward? I can't remember now. No? Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Anyway, yeah, in this first game, Argonians were just, well, they were much more humanoid. And then they made them more animalistic as the games went on. They did the same thing with the Khajiit, actually even more so. The Khajiit in this first game are literally just elves with cat eyes. Like, they don't even have ears. They're not even anime cat girls. They're just elves with cat eyes. And then, but Elder Scrolls never retcons. They never do hard retcons of saying, just ignore that. It's not canonical anymore. They always find some way to justify it in universe. And so for the Argonians, they explained it as Argonians will develop more human-like features depending on a combination of their tribe and how much hist sap they consume, either at birth or during like an adulthood ceremony. I forget which. And so that's like the in-universe justification for all the different, like, radically different appearances and body types that Argonians can have across all the games. And the Khajiit, it's even weirder. Because in the lore, Khajiit are wood elves. Like, their ancestors were the same people as the ancestors of the wood elves, but they were all, like, innate shapeshifters, but they had no control over it. They'd just constantly be transforming into animals or partially transforming and gaining animal bits, and they had no control over it. You can imagine this was complete chaos. And the split between wood elves and Khajiit was between how they dealt with that. The wood elves tied themselves to Ifre and the earth bones, which is why they're all nature worshippers, and it sealed away their shapeshifting ability. So they're just elves, but they can release it to turn into monsters by taking on random animal features. But for them, it's permanent. Like, they can never come back from that. They usually lose their intelligence, but they then go on a rampage to usually kill some individual that has wronged their people. It's called the Wild Hunt. Yeah, that. And it's the or at least theorized to be the source of a lot of the hybrid monsters like harpies and minotaurs and shit like that. Well, maybe not minotaurs, but yeah. And then the Khajiit dealt with it by swearing themselves to Azura, the Daedric prince of Dusk and Dawn. So basically goddess of twilight. Not that twilight. The time of day twilight. And she tied their shapeshifting to the phases of the moon, so that what features a Khajiit will have depends on the phases of the two moons when they're born. Yeah. Anyway. So let's see. I don't think we need strength that much. We kind of do. Nightblade is hard, because it's like, we need, we kind of need everything. I mean, agility and intelligence, but also, oh, right, this is, wait, no, I'm doing this right. But I feel like something's wrong. I'm not, okay, hang on. Okay, here we go, yeah. That's the thing. Okay. $20. I can't remember if that's good or not. It's been too, hang on. I needs must Google. Let me see here. Arena. How do I do the things? Character creation, there we go. Okay, so the max is 24, so 20 is pretty good. Okay, and then after we do this is when we get to customize our appearance. So then the only other thing I need to know is how to make a Nightblade that isn't going to be unplayable. Because normally I play Sorcerer in this, but classes, there we go. Nightblade. There we go. So I think we will level very slowly as a Nightblade. Ah, good night, dear. Yes. Storming the sewers, rather. I believe Nightblade is a thief class. Rogue, Acrobat, Bard. Oh, I guess it's not. I guess it's a mage class. That makes more sense, actually. We got more mage answers than we did thief, so... Yeah, let's see here. Yes. Just like in Oblivion, we start off in the Imperial City Sewers. Battle Mage, Spell Sword... Nightblade. Nightblades are those mages who have perfected their arts to help in activities involving infiltration, spying, and stealth. They are much like thieves, creatures of the night, able to use their considerable powers to help them in their nocturnal activities. In combat, Nightblades receive a chance per level of scoring a critical hit, 3 times damage. Nightblades can pick locks, about as well as rogues. They also receive 1.5 times their intelligence in starting spell points, what in later games is magicka. Which is about average. Custom spells of certain types are cheaper to make and cast. Low hit points. Not a huge weapon and armor selection. Intelligence, willpower, agility, and speed are probably the main things to focus on. Alright. 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 I have returned from the Google. So we want... Can we lower this further? No. Okay. I mean... You know what? Yeah, fuck it. We'll try to go for the max. Get 24 so that we suck less. Especially because we're playing a hybrid class. We kind of need all the benefit, all the advantages we can get. So 24 is our goal. We're rolling... behind the scenes, it's rolling d4s. Yes, it's all very D&D derived in these early games. We'll get it eventually. Manifest that 24, chat. I do hate rolling for stats. That's literally the lowest it possibly can be. Oh no. I don't like random things. It doesn't play nice with my autistic lizard brain. Such engaging gameplay. Isn't it, chat? This is the shit you come here for. Sweet, sweet clackety numbers. Alright, I'm quickly losing patience. I will now accept a 20. Anything 20 or above, I don't care anymore. Come on, you cuck. My hubris! What hath my hubris wrought? Come on, you bitch. Do the thing. Okay. Chat. This next one, it's gonna be 24. Yeah. It's gonna be a 24. I'll take it! Alright, let me see here. Strength 50, intelligence 51, willpower 41, agility 49, speed 55, endurance 54, personality 50, like 51. Let me think. We got 27 health. It's not good, but Nightblades unfortunately have very small hit die, so we're gonna be a little squishy. Gonna have to rely on stealth insofar as we can. I'm not really sure how that even works in this one, but we will do what we can. Let me see here. Strength, yeah, It's your carry weight and your fatigue. That's what that affects. I mean, more carry weight is always good. Because, you know, it just means you have to take trips back to the city less often to sell loot. But at least right now, we don't really have the points to waste on something like that. Intelligence is going to change our spell points. And just that, looks like. So yeah, it's our magicka. So more spell casts and bigger spell casts. The fact we're not playing a sorcerer like I normally do in this means that we will be able to regenerate magicka passively. So having a huge spell pool isn't as essential. But yeah, willpower, that's kind of lowish. What's that even? Okay, it's magic defense. Yeah. Okay. Agility, I think, is our main, like, combat stat. It affects our to hit. It's basically our AC. It makes us harder to hit. And I believe it affects the damage of what weapons we can use. So yeah, and then speed, if I remember correctly, is literally speed. It's how fast we swing our weapon. And maybe move, I don't remember. And then endurance is health. Oh, wait. No, it's not. I guess it's just fatigue. That's odd. And it's, what's that? Heal mod? Oh, health. Okay, no. So I'm not entirely sure what that means, but we'll figure it out. Still, 54. Probably best to at least get our core stats to 50, which is kind of the baseline. Speed is already 55, so I think we just alternate the rest between intelligence and agility. Alright. Okay, 119 gold, 104 fatigue, 27 health, 79 spell points. You know what? Hang on. There. That gives us a +1 for these. I think that's probably more important than extra spell points. Yeah, I think this is probably the best we're gonna get. Thou wilt now choose thy appearance. Thy mien canst be altered by clicking thy face. When thou art finished, select Done to enter the world of Tamriel, home of the arena. Yeah, it's only your face. Your body can't be altered in any way. You know, your outfit can and will be, but yeah, that's also why there's a seam here on the neck, because you can change your face. What a cunty bob. We do have some lizard faces. Those are some lizard faces. Okay, I think that's all of them. There are so few pixels, I can't quite tell what is supposed to be going on here. Alright, we'll go with this one.
Do not fear, for it is I, Ria Silnane. Listen to me. There are no others left to carry on this fight. You have been left in this cell to die. Jagrathar, Imperial battle, Mage of Tamriel, has taken on the guise of the true Emperor. He does not see you as a threat, being only a minor part of the Imperial its first mistake. Look to the north wall of the cell. You will find a ruby key which will unlock the door. Take it and make your escape. The passages here were once used by Tharn to hide treasures he had stolen from the Emperor's coffer. If you wish, you can gather enough to support yourself away from the Imperial City. Be careful. There are many creatures which inhabit the sewers now, vile rats and goblins. It is too late for me, for I am already dead. Only my powers as a sorceress keep me between this life and the next. That power, however, is waning. Do not succumb to greed, or you may find these tunnels to be your final resting place as well. I can still work my magic to a certain extent. If you travel west from this cell, then south, you will find a shift gate. It will transport you far enough from the center of the Empire that you should be safe. If you survive these sewers, you will see me again. Remember, Tharn has taken on the guise of the Emperor. No one will gainsay his word for yours. I will come to you again in your dreams, so it is imperative that you rest from time to time. In that way, I will be able to communicate with you and lend my aid. You are entering a dangerous arena, my friend, one in which the players are beings beyond your mortal comprehension. I do not envy your role. There is, however, a power within you as yet untapped. Look for me when you have gained experience in the world. You are my last and best hope.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. And here we are. Yes, in Tamriel. Yes, that one-voiced character is like... If I remember correctly, she's just some random dev, like, at Bethesda. She's not even an actress. It's very funny. Okay. Digger. Oh. What the? Oh, okay. So we've got one offensive spell and one healing spell. And if I remember right, we've got a Thaco situation here where lower numbers means better AC. Yes, I know that's counterintuitive, but welcome to first edition. It's our sword. I mean dagger. Don't have a sword yet. Yes, many attacks. And if I remember correctly, just like in all of the first 3 games, you awaken to the drip of water from somewhere above. The cell walls are covered in slime, as are the chains which hang from above. Your eye, however, immediately goes to a strange ruby glint from the corner of your cell. Thank you, schizophrenic narration voice. Anyway, this is our magic. Yep. A map, such as it is. Look at the detail! But this will never get lost. We're all gonna die. Journal. But lest you think this is some kind of, like, actual game journal that will record our quests and whatnot, don't be absurd. I actually can't remember what it does. And then this is how we steal things from people. It's pickpocketing. I'm not sure what this button does. I don't know. You were in the Imperial dungeons. It is 12:24 in the afternoon. The date is Tirdas, first of Hearthfire, in the year 3rd era 389. You are healthy. And then this is, resting. Alright. You have found a ruby key. You open the door with a ruby key. We should probably have the dagger out. The corridors here seem twisted and confusing, but Ria's instructions were to go west, then south to find the shift gate. Pfft, we're gamers! We don't leave until we've explored every goddamn corner. 5 gold. Worthless! Ah! Oh god! I know it's a goblin! Oh, right. Huh. I was pressing the wrong button. Another dagger! I don't think we can dual wield. Right. Yeah, no. To be honest, that goblin went down much more easily than I feared it would. So I guess we've actually got a bit of staying power in combat. So that's good. That means we can hold on to our spell points for when we really need the magic. Into the shit water! Sewer lizard waifu. And yes, chat, it's gonna be really easy to... Oh, shit! Goblin! Ow! Well, fuck. That's not good. I guess we have no choice. Not enough spell points. Are you fucking shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me, bro? It costs 164? Wait. No. No, I think that's how much gold you need to create the spell. But still, 82, I think. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What's the healing spell? Okay, so we can cast that once. Well, fuck. Fucking shitballs. Alright, hang on. Veth. Delete, 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 delete. YOLO! Okay. I'm glad that worked. You can't attack when you're in water, unfortunately. Hence the issue there. We're pretty low on health, though. Alright. That's the only time we can do that. Nothing usable. Until we get our magicka back, which is probably going to take a while, but that's okay. We can also rest pretty much whenever we need to. Random enemies will spawn pretty frequently unless we find safe spots, which are these little alcoves in the walls. So that is how all this works. Yeah, I see you, goblin. This is one of those safe spots. Ooh, treasure. 34 gold. Plate gauntlets, which is unfortunately useless to us. Because we're a Nightblade. We can't wear heavy armor. But we can sell it later. 2 gold, mark, and a plate helm. What is mark? Okay, it's some kind of magic item. Is it meant to be like a tattoo or something? I don't know. But we don't have it identified. You have to do that. You have to go to towns and have people at the Mages Guild. You have to pay them to identify magic items to know exactly what their effects are. For weapons and armor, it's not that important, mostly, because it's typically just going to be numerical bonuses. But for things like this, they cast spells from them. And, but without knowing what the spell is, there isn't much point in using it right now. 39 gold, a torque, that's another magic item like that, and a war axe, which I'm pretty sure we can't use as a Nightblade. Yeah, no. So, nothing immediately helpful, which is unfortunate. I would really like to have a bow. Really? Goblin. Yeah, I figured that was a secret door. Oh. Okay. So we just went in a circle. Which one was my map? Here we go. Okay, so we're here. And we went here. Yeah. So... yeah, this is the only path here we haven't explored, and then through the water here, so... Okay, okay. Wait. I guess the water is on the other side of this wall. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can just do this. Enemies will also sometimes respawn in dungeons while you're there, but other than when you try to rest in a non-safe space, I don't think it normally happens when you're just wandering around. You have to leave and come back, or have time pass in some way. Yeah, let's find out what's over here. Ah! Fucking goblins. Okay, we got hit a little bit, but not too bad. A staff! Probably worthless to us. We can use it. Can I... okay, yeah, here we go. 1 to 8 damage. 1 to 6 damage. Actually, that is an upgrade. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is an unfortunate little graphic, but yes, it is a slight upgrade to the Digger. So we'll stick with the staff. Red eyes seem to glitter at you from the darkness. Yay! Ah, goblin. Perfect. I don't see anything else. The skittering of many tiny clawed feet can be heard on the wet brown stones. Oh. Well, I mean, I hear another goblin, but I don't see anything, so I think we're okay for the moment. Another dagger. 29 gold. I'd also really like some armor. Let me see here. I think for the time being, we go this way. Rats. Oh, Jesus, what the... oh. Yeah, I don't think rats ever have loot. Okay. I think we go this way. You can't actually go underwater, so Argonians being able to breathe underwater doesn't come into play. Come on now. Huh. Oh, Jesus. Okay. We leveled up. Except not really. Oh, no. I forgot about this. Every time we get a certain number of points, I think that's an awful level. Fuck! Damn it. Alright. Well, there's nothing to be done. Oh, right. 92 gold. I mean, unless we were to die, or reload our last save, which, I mean, I guess I could do, but I don't really want to. The skittering of... Okay. Ah! Oh.
With you died our last hope for
Never mind.
Sarn is now free to do as he wills. It saddens me to see the beautiful land of Tamriel rotten from within. Goodbye. I wish you peace in the afterworld.
We died. Fortunately, I saved at some point. So, yeah. Okay. Well, here we are. Oh, come on, you bitch. Oh, fuck me. Oh. Oh, good. It didn't make us sit through all the crap again. Alright. We have no other option but to just do this. There's nothing else we can do. Alright. Well, one benefit to this, potentially, is that every time you reload the game, whether you died or not, that sucks. Anyway, every time you reload the game, when you open containers, like, you know, piles of loot and of treasure, the contents are randomized. So we have the opportunity to get better shit. Which isn't saying much, because we got basically nothing but money. Which, I mean, you know, money's great and all, but we're in a survival situation. 15 gold. Oh, and a staff. Okay. So, same as before. Staff is a minor upgrade. I think. Right? I mean... Yeah, I'm sure it's better, to some degree at least. Should we rest? Yeah, unfortunately, yes. We should. Let's rest for 1 hour. There are enemies nearby? I don't... What? I don't know what that's about, but... So that got us some of our spell points back, and we healed a little bit. Nowhere near enough to cast the healing spell again. So, you can't camp, enemies are nearby. Fuck. Alright, well, shit. Oh, that's right. There's a hidden door right here. That's probably the enemy they're talking about, is... Or not. Okay, no, that's just the treasure room. 79 gold. 5 gold and a dagger. 45 gold. Fuck. Alright, well, if I remember correctly, the magical weapons and armor will also be blue in the text. Yeah, I think we just go this way. There's... What is... It's not gonna let us rest, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, well... Just leave, I guess. Oh, that's right. We went through the water here. Yeah. That's a rat. Okay. $990. I don't know. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell us how much XP we need to level, so I think we're just gonna have to save scum this a little bit, you know? Because, unfortunately, yeah, like, you can, you know, like many old games, this is very unforgiving, and you can permanently fuck yourself if you don't do that, really. Especially with the, you know, random stat increases and stuff. It is entirely possible for you to wind up with an unplayable character. $96 gold. Alright. Fortunately, saving doesn't take very long. Well, I shudder to imagine how long it might have taken in 1993. Ah, rat! Level? No? I feel like that's how many enemies we killed before when we leveled. Magic amulet. Okay, well, this is where we died before. Oh, God! Okay, hang on. I need to look up how much, like, what the possible range is. Probably. The bigger concern is actually our health. We have a D8 and we got 3 more hit points. That's not good. We should reload our save. It's unfortunate, but we will come to regret it in the future if we don't. Fortunately, I've been saving, so it won't take us too long at all to get back to where we were. Oh, no. Okay. Second rat. Okay. Alright. Okay. But this time, we'll save again, so that we don't have to redo that. And we'll just have to reload to kill this one rat, or 2, as the case may be. Uh-oh. We might die. We died. We were eaten by rats. That's okay. This is why we save. Can you imagine doing an Iron Man run of a game like this? Jesus. Fucking sadists. Or masochists. Well, maybe sadists for the rest of you having to sit through it. Or not. They just immediately stopped when they died. There we go. Ooh! We only got 2 health, but we got the max number of points. I'm not sure if that's good. mean... No, I don't think it is. Because, yeah, like, the you know, the points are nice, but the health is really going to be our biggest issue here, especially with such a comparatively small hit die. We're going to be so fucking squishy. And there isn't really stealth in this game. Like, you can't hide from enemies at all. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's we had 27 before, so that's almost max. That's 7 health and 4 of 6 points. This is good. This is a good level. We can go with this. And then 1 into agility. Perfect. All right, level 2. And then immediately save. We can run away as necessary. But anyway, yeah. There's no stealth. You can't hide from things. You can't sneak. There isn't really a sneak attack. There's a critical hit, which as a thief adjacent class we have access to, but it's a random percentage chance on every attack that we make, which is nice. But it means countering our squishiness with stealth isn't physically possible, unfortunately. Not in this one. Okay, well. It seems safe to rest in these niches. You think the rats or other creatures may not smell you with the draft that runs so close to the floor. I mean, yeah, sure, but you won't let me. Anyway, this is the path we need to take to get to the whatever the fuck gate that Rio was talking about. Shit. Okay, please let me fucking rest. Oh my god. Okay. Well, we might die again, but if we do, all is not lost. Ah! Ah! No! No! Oh, good. Okay. We're just gonna do the whole fucking thing. Fuck off, bro. Oh, God! Ugh. We live. A buckler. Actually, I think we can use that. Yeah, it's the only shield we can use. And I'm definitely going to. It means we can't use the staff, but I will sacrifice a little bit of damage for slightly better survivability. Okay, we don't have the magicka to heal. Fuck my life. I mean, I'm not going to save. Oh god, goblins, no!
With you died.
Shut up, Rhea. Okay, change of plans. This place is a death trap. So we're still at level 2. We've still got that nice level. We're gonna go back the way we came. All the way back. This is essentially one big circle that leads back around to the main path. Hang on, I'm a little lost. I went in a slightly wrong direction, but that's okay. That's a rat, that's a rat, that's a rat. Shit, shit, shit. Never thought rats would be so scary, did you? Yeah, gotta be real careful. If I remember right, this room is a dead end. So I think we can explore it. 74 gold pieces and a magic ring. I think. Short bow! Okay, I don't think arrows are a thing. I think we have infinite arrows. This could be a game changer, chat. This could be a game changer. Okay. This could very well change everything. I hear a goblin. Okay. If we go back into our cell, I believe this counts as... Yes. Okay, let's see if this works. Waiting. 26 hours.
I see you have strengthened your arm and your mind. It is time we began this journey. This is the Staff of Chaos, the one item that can open the door between this world and the dimension to which the Emperor has been banished. Tharn used this item to destroy my corporeal form when I tried to warn the Council. He knew that the Staff of Chaos was nigh indestructible, having been made from the essence of the land itself. But in that he found the key. As the land is split, so did he shatter the staff into 8 perfectly formed pieces. These he scattered across the realm. I have been able to divine the location of the first piece, a place called Fang Lair.
And there we go, chat.
It is said that Fang Lair was originally built by the dwarves of Kragan. Legend has it that a great worm drove the dwarves from their home in the Dragon's Teeth and took the lair for itself. I only wish I knew the exact location. Perhaps there are sages or scholars who would know of this place. Somewhere in its dank depths lies the first piece of the Staff of Chaos. I wish you well. I do not think Tharn knows of your escape, but I can do little else in this form. I have tried to obscure your identity with a spell, but I do not know how well it will hide you. Take care, for Tharn may be searching. Go forth with the blessings of the true Emperor, and myself.
Okay. Okay. There we go. That's the plot. We, have to go on our epic quest and recover the 8 MacGuffins to the MacGuffin of Chaos. Ah! Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. There's definitely enemies in that darkness. Ah! Advanced darkness. Oh, come on. Okay. Not a foolproof strategy, but I think it works. Ah! Oh no, disease. Yep. we're gonna die. I am so glad I saved. Yeah, so diseases got progressively less important as the games progressed, but in this first one, they're basically a very, very slow-acting poison. You will die. They are completely debilitating, but they will also kill you. And there's nothing you can do about it unless you have a cure disease potion, which we do not, and have no way to acquire. So alright. Wait. Okay, I got turned around there for a second. Well, where's the rat that just ambushed us? Did it come from the hidden door? I guess it must have. No. Where the fuck did it come from? Well, I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Alright. We'll just continue exploring, I guess. One advantage to the bow, the biggest by far, I think, is that enemies can't swim. No. Oh, fuck, it's hitting us. Okay. Enemies can't swim, so they'll just stand on the edge, allowing us to take pot shots at them until they die with our infinite arrows. So, 4 gold. Great. Alright. That's another shitty part. The map doesn't show you the whole location, only your very immediate vicinity. So, yeah. Choice. Okay, any others? Who else wants some? Alright, I don't see anything. Our health is a little low though, so we're gonna heal. Perfect. 38 gold and a short bow, which I think will be identical unless it's magical, which I doubt it is. So 2 to 8 damage, almost new condition, short bow, 2 to 8, yeah, okay. Yes, condition. Your gear breaks down over time as you use it, unfortunately. So, and I don't think there's any way to repair it yourself. In later games, you know, you could do that if you had the skill, but pretty sure in this first one you have to go back to a town and have a blacksmith do it. Yeah, we know. Ah! Excellent. Ah! Fuck! Okay. I think this is... yeah. We've gone in a circle. Yep. All the way through here, and... All of this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, chat. I don't do challenge runs. I don't play video games for difficulty. That does not mean I don't play difficult video games. Goblin! Goblins! Okay. Not flawless, but we live. Anyway, yeah. I do not do challenge runs. Normally. Oh. What? Really? Well, that could have gone better, but also could have gone worse. For the time being, I will accept this. Ah! Is it dead? Yes, it is. Let's see where we are here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the water will take us back down to this section, which is where we started. The original part that we were exploring. So I think we'll go back for now and explore that northern section. If this kind of dungeon crawling does not appeal to you, I'm sorry. That's basically all the game is. There isn't really that much of a story. Okay. What was our health before? Was it 34? It was definitely at least 34, right? Hang on. We got 7 hit points. We started at 27. 34. Yeah, 34. So, half our max health and 4 points. I mean, yeah, I think 4 is the lowest that's acceptable, but I think trying to fish for more every level would be unrealistic. So we'll go with this for level 3. Yeah, I think we're gonna kind of just focus on pumping everything into agility because that will both increase our AC and our attack. So and maybe the damage we do with bows. I don't remember exactly how that stuff works in this first one. That's how it would work in Morrowind, but at any rate, yes. So we'll accept that. Do we have the magicka to cast heal again? We do. Sweet. Actually, let's save that again. Is the magicka cost going down as we level? Hang on. Where's our spell book? Nope, that's our journal. Where's my... Right. I have to go in here, then over here, then over here. And then do this. It is! Oh, this is a game changer too. Yeah. So now it only costs 23. Okay. And it heals 1 or 2 hit points, plus another 4 or 5 for every level. So we're guaranteed to heal at least, what is that? 13 health each time we cast it right now. So, okay. And how much does Fire Dart cost to cast now? 27. Alright. We won't normally bother because we have a bow and can use that. It would probably be more effective anyway. But I think some enemies might be weak to fire, so it might be useful for that. Probably not going to use a whole lot of destruction magic, though, because we have infinite ranged options that are generally going to be better, but probably the only exception will be AoE spells or something really specific that isn't directly doing damage. Oh! Okay. Anyway, yeah. So, almost max health. No magical left, but that's alright. If we could get some armor, we'd really be in business. That's the way we came, right? Like, originally? Yeah. Wait. Yes. This is a dead end, but we haven't gone this way yet. Oh, there's definitely going to be enemies in here. Oh! Jesus, fuck. Whew. I think it hit us, technically, but we didn't take much damage, so... Ah! 9 gold. Gold is a lot harder to come by in this one than it is in many of the later games, where there's a lot of easy ways to get shit tons of money. And by a lot of easy ways, I mostly mean alchemy. I don't believe alchemy is a thing in this one. All your potions have to be acquired, like found, or bought from the Mages Guild. But being a thief, or someone with thievery abilities, means we will be able to fix that in a manner that no other class could that wasn't also a thief class. Okay. Yeah, this is where we were. Was it here that we came out of the water originally? I don't remember now. I don't see anything, though, so... Goblin! I think I killed it. Yes, this is a thing that we can do. We can hit, and in our case, shoot enemies through the corners of walls. Ooh, buckler. Ooh, a piece of candy. Okay, so this is a kind of dead end. Don't see anything around the corner now. This would be a perfect ambush spot for us. Ha! 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 What the Really? How? How did you even? They fucking spawned in behind us. That's some bullshit. That's some goddamn bullshit. Well, anyway. I mean, I think this is also a self-contained area. Ooh, treasure. 1 gold, some kind of magic ring, and a short bow. Which I don't think is magical. I think it'll show up as blue. Yeah. Yeah. But I guess we have to check, because even the magic items don't show up as any different in the screen when you're picking it up. But come on. I know there's an enemy over here. Okay. What the fuck? How dare you? Die. Fucking rats. Rat bastards. Unfortunately, yeah, enemies can spawn in behind us at any time, so we always have to be cautious. And to some extent, aware of our surroundings, which is not my forte. I have a very low wisdom score, and I'm not trained in perception, so... This is a perfect situation for us, though. Yes, very good, very good. Okay. Oh. 94 gold. There's definitely a secret door here somewhere. Somewhere in this wall. Right? Really? Really? I can literally see it on the map. Oh, fuck you. Fuck off. You loser. Sweet. Alright. Check for... Ah! Check for that. And now we loot. 7 gold. 28 gold, bracelet, round shield, and longsword. I don't think we can use any of that. But I'll check. Yep. Round shield. Don't think we can use longswords either. Oh. Oh, we can. Oh. Oh. Oh, no, we can't. Okay, I thought not. I guess the blue of it being magic cancels out the red of it being unequipable. That's unfortunate, but... Anyway, yeah, we can sell it for a lot, though, once we get out of here. Where... Okay, yeah, we're still in this little hidden section. Ah! Oh, shit. Okay. Whew. I do not trust this. Ah! And I was right not to. Whew. Alright. I think we've gone in a circle, right? Yeah. And then there's another hidden door down this corridor. I thought so, but I wanted to make sure we cleared everything first. I think it's around here? Yeah. Jesus, it's almost midnight. We've been doing this for almost 2 hours already? Ah. Anyway. I wonder... I don't know what the range is on these arrows. Like, how far can I actually hit things? I don't know. I hear a goblin. See a goblin. Yeah, that's nothing. It's just window dressing. Okay. Alright. Oh, really? This is actually just a dead end? Okay. This is that section we were in before, so now we'll go right here, I think. Yeah. So we are pretty close to finishing our exploration of the sewers. We've almost explored all of this. Every corner. And still have no armor. That's alright. As soon as we get to a town, we should be able to remedy that. Oh, Jesus! Okay, come on, get out of the water, get out of the water, get out of the water, get out of the fucking water! Okay. Okay, there's nothing here. So we can kill this goblin at our leisure. Alright. Whew. Ah, another goblin. Alright. We are okay. Got 3 gold. And nothing. Save again. I'm sure we're gonna hit level 4 at any time, any moment. Any moment. We're kind of running low on health, though. So, let's go this way, which should put us out. Ah! Okay. I think. Oh. Nope. Okay. Stave. Okay. Where are we? Yes, this is where we were. I'm fairly sure. This is where we started. Oh, that's a D. Yeah. Ah, okay, yeah. So, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go this way. So many goblin noises. I am totally lost. Hang on. Where the fuck are we? Okay. Okay. So, that's that tiny room. That's the way back to the start. This is a side path. With goblins. It's a good thing they're stupid. Okay, there's no treasure. Nothing on the gobbo. And... okay. So we're gonna try to rest here. You know what? Actually, no. Because this is very open. We're gonna rest here. So we're in a corner. Okay. Never mind. Okay, we're good. We are good. So now this way. And, oh. I was about to say, enemies may have respawned. Or new enemies have spawned in. And I was right. I think that's where the other rat is. But I can't... okay, it's already dead. We went that way, right? Yes. Yes, we did. Okay. Yes. Very soon now, we will finish... when did I get hit? Whatever. Ah! Okay, that's the way we came, so let's go that way, but explore the other paths. very cautiously. Because there could be monsters looking around any corner. Ah! Like that! Okay. Is this really just a dead end? Yes, it is. Okay. Ouch. Okay. Went in a circle. Don't see anything. So I'm not sure if we cleared this. What's on the other side of this gate or not? I can't remember. But there's nothing here, so it doesn't matter either way. I think we did, but okay. This might be the last time we have to save in this dungeon. Is that the way we came? Yeah. Okay. We're very close now. Ah. Okay. Ah! Okay. Yes, perfect, perfect. Ooh, jeez. Ahead, you can see the shimmering field of the Shift Gate. The shiftering field of the Shim Gate. Oh. Cool. Yeah, that's 5 of 6 possible points and 6 of 8 possible health. Wait. No. No, it's 2 health. Damn it. Alright. Well, fortunately, we had just saved. So, we reload this, kill that goblin again, I hope. Right? Hang on, where are we? Okay, yeah. Yeah. And just barely reach 4th level before we leave. Yeah. Gotta be careful not to walk into it, though. Oh, shit, it's hitting us. Okay. Okay, does anyone else remember the, what was it? The Secrets of the Hidden Temple, or whatever? I think that's what it was called. It was, like a game show thing on, Nickelodeon, with, like, a Mayan theme, and there was a talking, like, Olmec head statue. They had a sound effect that was exactly like those horn or trumpets or whatever. Anyway, so we were at 38 health. That's max health, and 3 points, which isn't good, but I'll accept it. I will accept it. So we'll just dump that into our agility, and there we go. Save one last time. And here we go. Unfortunately, it is nighttime, and that is really bad. Oh! Uh-huh.
With you died our last hope for just...
Yeah. So, unfortunately, the portals, or I mean the cities in the game, at night, Everyone disappears from the streets, and monsters and criminals just roam at random, unchecked. Yeah, so... And the only thing to be done about it is to try and Branchmont? We're in Blackmarsh somewhere. We have to try and find an inn so we can sleep before we fucking die. Unfortunately, as you can see, the map doesn't tell us shit. Oh, fuck. And yeah, like, monsters are... Ooh! I think we found one. Oh, good. Yeah, there's no scaling. There's no level scaling in this. On this cool autumn night, the Laughing Eagle seems especially inviting. You smell apples baking in the kitchen and look forward to your first draft vale. Okay. Alright. We are safe. Let's try talking to people. Hello, tall man. I hate to see my favorite tavern overrun by Argonian barbarians. No offense. Well, I'm not gonna risk it. But, fuck that guy. I don't think anyone wants to talk to me. But who wouldn't want to talk to this face? Why don't you move closer to the wall? That's already plastered. What? If you're looking for a dungeon to crawl in, there's one right outside. Okay. Who are you? I'll give you 3 guesses. Give up? I'm a lootist. Nemo Augustia Nemus. Perhaps you've heard of me. Where is... we can ask for directions to various places. Oh, like Fang Lair. What the hell? Maybe I need to do this? Okay, never mind. I don't know what the fuck's going on. General rumors. Nothing I can say. Branchmont's being pretty quiet, actually. Okay. What about work rumors? Wish I'd help your friend who works hard to find him, Branchmont. Such a productive conversation. Wow, the innkeep is really working that mug there. No, I'm sorry, but if you thought I looked friendly, you were mistaken. Wow, everyone is a bitch. Who are you? Just a troubling musician. Nereus Tibersar, they call me. What can I do for you, Argonian? Are you gonna let me ask about Fang Lair? I don't know what is up with that. Yeah, doesn't do shit. I'm sure I haven't had anything you care about. Okay. Very productive evening. The innkeep. An individual called Alexandros the Warrior nervously draws you aside as you approach the bar. You have a kindly face, Argonian, and I need a friend. You see, I loaned a letter of sentimental value to someone in the Brotherhood of Mercy, and now I find I must have it back. A letter? A letter? You loaned a letter? Who loans letters? That... Your cover story is ridiculous. Would you get it for me? I'd be happy to give you 80 gold for its safe return, but I must have the letter by Lourdes, 5th of Hearthfire. Do we have a deal? I mean, I don't really give a shit. And 80 gold is chump change. Nah, fuck that. I understand. Thanks anyway. And by the way, if you tell anyone what I just told you, I'll pull all your teeth out by way of your neck. Have a nice day. Well, okay then. Sneak into a room? Huh. So, like, we wouldn't have to pay? But I bet... So, like most thievery stuff in this game, it's random chance, right? And I would bet that if we tried this and failed, we'd wind up getting the guards sicked on us and definitely be slaughtered pretty much immediately. So, yeah, not worth the risk. It's just really not worth the risk. Buy drinks? What does that do? Pilsner, gin and tonic, sulfur water, bitters, stout, white wine, red wine, orc gut, cider, and lager. Okay. I don't care. Can you tell me anything at all? The good news is that this year's harvest looks as good as last year's. How fortunate for you. Sorry, I wish I could help you. Alright, well, we'll get a room then. What's the bloody difference? Fuck it. Go big or go home. I guess just the one. It's the cleanest Emperor suite in town, and it's yours for only 75 gold. Deal? You can haggle everything in this game. And there's no real reason not to. Let's do 60. Don't let anyone know I'm only charging you 60 gold to drain my reputation, alright? Well, shit, now I think maybe I should have tried for more, but fuck it, we'll do it. Alright. I don't think we actually have to find a room. I think we can just rest and we'll automatically go to it. I think. So, yeah, we'll just do that. And then, if necessary, we'll rest even more. But hang on. What time is it? 11:18 in the morning. Fredas, 4th of Hearthfire. Okay. So yeah, it's the morning, so we'll be safe now if we go outside. We need to ask people where Fang Lair is. And then we also need to get some equipment and possibly engage in some good old-fashioned larceny. Doo-doo-doo. Green Man! Speak to me. Who are you? Greetings, I am Caligides Magdus, a poet. I don't have very many friends. Oh yeah, that's a weird thing about the first game. All of the Argonians have imperial names. They all have very Latin, Roman names. If I remember correctly, the in-universe explanation for that is that these are, white man names. They're colonial, what's the word? Colonizer names, forced on the Argonians by the Imperials. Yeah. At least, broadly speaking, like, names that either were foisted on them or that they choose to go by to avoid harassment by racist scum. Anyway, poet. Ask about rumors, I guess. Nothing much going on as far as I know. Looking for work? Well, there's a tavern right to the southeast called the Queen's Dungeon, where a highly aggressive aristocrat called Diocletia has been asking for someone to make a delivery. I'd look into it if I were you. Huh. Queen's Dungeon. Okay. Now, can you tell me where the god's damned Fang Lair is? Oh, good. Have you tried near Hammerfell? I heard something strange happen thereabouts. Okay, so that's one person saying we need to go to Hammerfell, which is almost on the opposite side of the fucking continent. So, great. Wasn't this statue attacking us? Or maybe it was something else. Anyway. Everyone move so fast! Who are you? You can call me Haramis Persa. I am a servant. I used to be a successful merchant myself. I know for a fact there's a very influential man called Terra the Dark with a job doing a delivery that was made for you. Made for you, just southeast of here at the Silver Mug. Don't say I sent you. Huh. All of these little quests are also randomized. They're like a very early precursor to the Radiant quests in Skyrim. Have you heard about the After Dark Society? Those non-human heathens. They meet every night in front of the Brotherhood of Mercy. Non-human? Okay. Anyway, do you have anything to say about Fanglair? Have you tried the Hammerfell? So yes, we probably need to go to Hammerfell. We do, but I'm trying to be in character. Who are you? I'm named Athena Pernies. I'm a bodyguard, and I'm one of the Lord's private bodyguards. Yeah, maybe we should go to the castle. You'll not be surprised to hear a plague is ravaging Blackmarsh. What else is new, you know? You know that's where you are, right? Now, you didn't hear it from me, but go check out the Silver Mug to the southeast. If you think you might be interested in a delivery job, ask for a very influential man called Terra the Dark. Maybe we should actually do that. Silver Mug, huh? I mean, we'd always just say no. I heard that Fanglair was actually somewhere in the wilderness of Hammerfell. I don't want to mislead you, however, I'm really not very sure. Alright. We need... oh wait, I think this is the Mages Guild. Yeah, it is. Behind you the fall sun sheds warmth upon the land, holding back the icy fingers of winter yet another day. Around you are arcane implements and mystical apparati. You feel a strange tingling on your skin. So we can do the steelies here, but it's not like any of this is actually items. Like, so I think the only way to actually do this is to steal from the individuals. Yeah, you can't like pick stuff up. Yeah, you have to interact with a person. But fortunately, in the Mages Guild, unlike pretty much anywhere else in cities, we can save inside the building. So, but first we have to find the guild head. There's only ever one person in every Mages Guild in this one. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. So let's save. Now the first thing we're actually going to do is see what he's got. Potions, magic items, and spells. We've got 676 gold at the moment. An elven amulet. Okay. Can I not see what it does first? That's unfortunate. Crystal of light, mark of shielding, dwarven bracelet, elven amulet. Okay, I think I remember this. I think that amulets and bracelets are actually just armor. And dwarven is like the next tier up from elven. Yeah, I believe equipping them increases your AC. And then marks and crystals have spells that you can cast from them, like shield and light. So we'll come back to that. Potions. We need potions because, I mean, you know, healing potions, strength potions, these are good, but what we really need to have on hand at all times are potions of cure disease and free action, which cures paralysis. Everything else is just a bonus, and we should definitely try to make sure we have at least 10, 10 of each at all times, because, yeah, I mean, I mentioned disease earlier when we caught one from that rat and had to reload, but free action, paralysis, you will be totally helpless and almost guaranteed to die as a result, because it also lasts a hot minute. So, okay, we saved, so we're going to steal from this guy. Potion.
Stop, thief.
Stop! You violated the law. Man, this sucks ass.
Stop, thief.
I think because we're a hybrid, our theft chance is lower than it would be for many others, but a potion of stamina. Okay. I mean, that just restores our stamina, right? That's the red bar. Yeah. That's not actually that useful, I don't think. Because I'm pretty sure we get our stamina back pretty quickly. Wait, can we not even use it? Maybe because our stamina is already at max. Hang on, let me test something out. Okay, I'm gonna be real. I don't really know what stamina even does in this game. Let's so fuck it. Let's try again. See what happens. A mark of shielding. Now that is useful. If nothing else, we can sell it. I don't think we can sell things to him. But we can sell things to other people. And the fact that it comes pre-identified, too, is great, because it means we don't have to hire him to do it. Yeah, a mark of shielding. Yeah, 9 charges. I can't remember if magic items like this regain charges over time, or if they're just consumables. I don't remember. I think we can identify items like this by using one, but then, you know, you use a charge, so... Although... rings and bracelets should be okay. 45 charges. Okay, so I guess rings also use magic, but... like, you cast spells from rings, but... For this, yeah, okay, so yeah, we've got a bracelet of some kind, so we don't actually need to identify this, it doesn't matter. Sword, staff, and shield, blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we can sell stuff to him. Yeah, no, there's no sell option. So let's come back to this because we want to. Well, no, never mind. Let's just steal a bunch of shit from this guy because a lot of it we're gonna want to sell for shit tons of money. But for sure, I think stealing magic items is our best bet. Just kind of across the board. Yeah. I don't think we can only steal one item, or one item in each category. I'm pretty sure it's just bad luck on our part that we're not getting any more. But unfortunately, yeah, this is stealing like this is by far the best way to make money. Because there's no alchemy. There isn't any kind of crafting you can take advantage of. And everything is so damn expensive for how much treasure you get from dungeons. Even after selling everything, and even if you're thorough, like we were in the sewers. Like, I mean, you saw the prices of those magic items. Like, we could barely afford to buy one of those elven things, and it would almost wipe us out. Maybe there is a limit. Maybe we can only steal like once a day or something. I don't know. I don't think so, but... Oh. He didn't notice. He did that time. So, I guess there's also a percentage chance of him not noticing the attempt. There we go. A dwarven bracelet. Ooh, that's actually really good, I think. Let's equip that. Some of this we're just going to want to equip. Like, we're just going to want to wear it. Especially at first. Because we have so little. Dwarven bracelet. Okay. Yeah, see, it's an upgrade. Which means this bracelet we can sell. I don't think identifying it would allow us to sell it for more. But that might be worth testing. Okay, I mean, we'll test it, but for now, let's keep stealing some stuff. An elven bracelet. Okay, I mean, we'll keep that. We'll sell it. Actually, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive that the first bracelet we had equipped was an elven bracelet, but just unidentified. So that's fantastic, actually, because we can sell the one and then the other and see how much they go for. If it's the same amount, then identifying magic items we intend to sell would actually be the worst possible thing to do. But if they sell for different amounts, then we'll know. We need to identify them first, or at least potentially. Okay.
Not deep.
If possible, I think I'd at least like to get a dwarven amulet. Yeah. So that we can like kind of maximize our defenses with this, and then focus on selling shit.
Not deep. Not deep.
A crystal of light. Okay. So I believe that will cast light, so it'll let us see further in dungeons, which can be very useful. Especially because some of them are even darker than the sewers were. So crystal of light, 19 charges. And the mark of shielding has 9. So I'm pretty sure casting that shield spell will increase our AC even more. So that'll be useful against really tough opponents, bosses. So broadly speaking, we're going to want to hold on to magic items like that to cast spells from. They're weightless too, so we don't have to worry about our inventory with things like that. We can just stockpile them and use them. Crap. Another mark of shielding. Alright, okay. Because, yeah, those are limited use. So, the more we have, the more often we can cast those spells. But any more bracelets, or once we have one to wear, amulets, that we get, that's just pure money. And we will need it, for sure. We're going to need a lot. Theoretically, we could try to steal the potions that we need from him, but between the fact our success odds are so low to begin with, I think it's 1 in 3, maybe like 31%. Between that and the fact that, like with that first time, even if we're successful, there's far from a guarantee we'll get one of the potions we actually want. It's just not worth it. Better to just... Dwarven bracelet. Okay, unfortunately we already have one of those, but we can sell this one for quite a bit of money, I think. Right? It was the bracelet we have. Yeah, dwarven bracelet. Yeah. So, yeah. So that will help quite a bit, but I really want to steal a dwarven amulet. Okay, an elven amulet. That's currently an upgrade. Elven amulet. Yeah, -1 to armor rating. Okay. So yeah, having a dwarven amulet would lower it to +4. If I remember right, with the Thaco-inspired stuff here, I guess I should explain that. In the first, and I think maybe second edition, but definitely in first edition, D&D, the armor class system, Thaco, 2-hit armor class 0, is what that stands for. That was how they did that, and basically, the lower the number, the better. The lower your number was, the harder it was for enemies to hit you. If I remember right, just like in this, the way that works is your Thaco isn't a barrier, it's more like It's a bonus that gets added to your opponent's attack when they hit you or try to hit you. So the lower it is, the less of a bonus they get. And then you can even take it into a negative so that they start having a penalty to hit you. If I remember right, that's how all that works, but I digress. Okay, it's not even letting me select anything now. When I hit steal. Is there a cap on how many items of a category you can steal from a given NPC? I guess we'll see if the next time we're successful we get a potion, because then that'll mean, yes, there is. Which, I guess I'm okay with that. We will see. That was a noise. Ugh, for fuck's sake. Just give me something. Come on. Give me your stuff. Boy. I don't know if... Okay. Okay, yes. A potion of resist fire. So, yes. You can only steal a certain number of items of a category. That's fine. In that case, we'll just empty him out. We'll steal everything we can from him, and then go and see what we can sell and buy. Yeah. For sure, we want to get armor, and we want to get those potions. The potions, I think, are going to be the biggest expenditure by far. But we want to have 10 of each so that we're unlikely to run out while in a dungeon. So, like, have 10 every time we go into a dungeon. But we shouldn't normally exhaust our supply of either on any given dungeon run. So it's not like we'll have to constantly be buying 20 of these fucking potions every time. Or at least that shouldn't be the case. Yeah. So these resistance potions, those will be useful. Potion of levitation. Because when we go up against certain enemies, certain enemy types, that will help a lot. Potion of cure poison. Okay. So yeah, we'll just steal everything we can for this guy, and then we'll go to the nearest smith. Another potion of stamina. I think we'll sell the stamina potions. I guess I should look up what stamina even does. Ooh, free action. That's an anti-paralysis. That's one less than we'll have to buy. So we'll only have to buy 9. So that's nice. We'll also want to learn a few spells, I think. I think the only use levitation magic will have restore power. I think that restores like ability scores that have been drained. Anyway, levitation would be to get over like lava and other such environmental hazards, or to allow us to fight while quote unquote in the water. You know, because we won't actually be in the water; we'll be floating above it. But, you know, that's pretty niche situation. Now, I will say, if this... I mean, obviously what I'm doing right now is tedious grinding, but if this game in general is just boring as fuck for you, I understand. Because there's, you know, normally I do story things. I do games with stories. And, you know, the later games in this series will definitely have all of that. But the first one, yeah, not so much. Second one, not much better. Third one is when it starts to get interesting. But beyond that, this is not the only game I'll be playing. Like, starting tomorrow, unless, you know, circumstances permitting, but hopefully starting tomorrow at 8 o'clock, so much earlier than the rest of my streams, Emma and I will be playing Jade Empire. So, fucking polar antithesis of this, right? Like, a very much story-driven game. So if that is your bag, that'll be a lot more fun. But beyond that, I will probably play other games even before I finished this playthrough of Arena. Like, I probably won't focus solely on this all the way through to the end, just because I'll need a break, probably. So, you know, keep an eye on my schedule. And we'll see. Cure disease. Excellent. I think that's 2 we have now. If the, you know, magic items eventually got exhausted, then I have to imagine, ooh, a potion of invisibility. I'm not sure how that'll work in this, but it's gotta be good. Anyway. Yeah, if the magic items eventually were exhausted, then surely the potions have to be as well. Potion of stamina. either that'll be useful or we'll be printing money with it. One of the two. Another potion of free action. I mean, every one of those two categories of potions we managed to steal is less money we have to spend buying them. And yeah, like, a lot of these potions are going to be really useful. And so the fact that we don't have to spend any gold on it is going to be a big deal, especially because, if nothing else, it's going to mean that we have more money for spells, which we can't steal, unfortunately. We have to buy them. Either pre-gen spells from him, or using the Spellmaker to make custom spells. That can be useful, can be very powerful, but you have to really understand the spell system. And I don't remember it, to be honest. Like, I just... That'd be another thing I'd have to look up, which, I mean, I will do, but for the time being, I don't know, might be best to just buy the default spells he has, I don't know. But, we'll see. Your inventory is full? What the hell? I didn't even know that could happen. Because it's not about an encumbrance thing, right? Max kilos 100. I don't think so. Is there a limit to, like, the number of specific items we can have? Huh. Okay. Huh. Well, I mean, I guess we just... In that case, I guess we leave. Because that... Yeah. Huh. Or maybe... No. Yeah, no, because it said potions weight is NA. And that's all we were stealing was potions. That... Yeah, not... There's no weight. Fuck. Yeah, so there's a limit to how many items you can have in your inventory. That sucks. That really sucks. I thought we could... Getting out of this place. So many of the buildings in this game are mazes, but... Okay, I think that's the exit. Anyway. Yeah, I thought we'd be able to stockpile. But... apparently not. That's gonna change how we're forced to do some things, but... Alright, let's find a smith. I think this is that Brotherhood of Mercy thing or whatever. I don't really remember what these do, but fuck it, let's go inside and find out. Assuming we never find the door. There we go. Yeah, we can't read the sign. The stained glass windows in the Brotherhood of Mercy's sanctuary catch the rays from the bright autumn sun and transform them into crystalline fire. So it's like a church. Oh, honk. I don't think the divines existed yet in this first game. Like, they hadn't made the gods. So you've got these weird cults instead. Blast, Cure, Heal. So you can pay the money to cast these kinds of spells on you, I guess? I don't know why... Why is this red bar going down? Is that my stamina? Hang on. Fatigue. Hang on, chat. I gotta look this up. Because I do not for the life of me remember what this even does. Attributes, I think? Well, I mean, this is probably something I should look up now. Strength affects how much damage you do in melee combat, how much you can carry before becoming over-encumbered, how far you can jump? I can jump? How? Are you sure about that? Okay, note to self, look that up later. And when added to endurance is a factor in determining your max fatigue. It is essential that anywhere class, blah blah blah. Agility is more important than strength since you need it to actually hit an enemy to deal the bonus damage. Note that only your damage modifier is in standard form. All others are ever increasing at least up to the max attribute level of 100. Increases melee damage, max fatigue, jump distance, and max carry weight. Intelligence, max spell points, negotiating skills when buying or selling. Oh. And chance of picking open a lock. Power, resistance to enemy spells, and negotiation skills. Agility, hit chance, resistance to physical damage, dodge chance of enemy attacks and spells, chance of picking open a lock, and chance of stealing an item. So yeah, agility is really what we need. Speed, movement speed does affect that, and speed of ranged attacks. Oh. So your melee speed is always the same, but your range speed changes. Okay. Endurance increases max health, amount of health regained per hour when resting. Okay, so it does increase max health, but probably only like a little bit. Every like probably 5 points you put into it or some shit like that. Max fatigue and poison and disease resistance, and then personality just helps with haggling. Luck increases chance to hit or parry, chance of a shopkeeper accepting an offer, chance of picking locks out of pockets, and the amount of gold found in treasure piles. Alright, so that's all very nice, but we need to know what fatigue actually does. Alright. UASP, you have failed me. So we're gonna do this. ES Arena. Fatigue way. Fatigue. An arena drains slowly but constantly. I think it drains faster when you swim or fight. It shows up when it's time to rest or use a restore fatigue item or spell, otherwise your character falls unconscious. If you're in a safe place, you'll just wake up after a few hours. Elsewhere, you might get eaten by monsters. Pay attention to the fatigue gauge and rest at inns when you can. Holy shit. Okay, never mind. We will not be selling the stamina potions. Oh my god, that is so different than how it is in any other game in the franchise. Well, I haven't played Daggerfall, but certainly any of the others. Damn, okay, that, yeah, good to know. I am very, very glad I know that. I mean, typically, I probably never knew it before because my health would get decreased way faster, and so I would wind up having to rest to regain that long before I needed to rest to regain fatigue. Probably. But yeah, damn. So it's legitimately your like stamina in this. It's not just getting winded, it's an actual need to sleep. This is as much a survival game as anything else. Alright, let's try talking to somebody. You. Who are you? Greetings, Arconian. I'm Judiana Jurgulus, a typical thief, and I quite frankly steal things. Okay. I mean, we may as well ask her about Fanglayer, too, just see what she's gonna... You wouldn't be the first searching for that. Why don't you try somewhere in the cities of Hammerfell? I heard something happened there. Okay, and then... Oh, right, yeah. So, nearest equipment store. Yes? Wait. Nearest store. Yeah. Without hesitation, Judiana Jurgulus asks for your map to inscribe the exact location. Okay. So... this way? Yes. I'm not sure exactly where that is. Oh. I don't know if this is where she was directing me, but it works. The pleasant autumn weather has given Rare Gear Store, it is, an air of joviality. You browse through cases and displays of various supplies. Oh my. We can't save in here, right? I'm pretty sure we can only save in the... Yeah, I didn't think so. So, trying to steal from him, we'd have to save outside and come back in every time, and that's just not worth it. Way too much hassle. But, it's generally much cheaper to do stuff here anyway, so let's... Really, dude? You're gonna give me a whole list? Including the things that don't need to be repaired? That's so stupid. Alright, well, let's focus on selling first. Plate gauntlets. Kid, I like you, but that plate gauntlet's not for you. I'll take it off your hands for 33 gold. Really? I could have sworn that shit would be worth more. Well, give me 50. It's either a joke or an insult to my intelligence. I want to leave a real price. 45? 40? Why don't be crazy? We're rated more than 36. 39? 38. Alright, fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna do that again. not for that amount. I think we can get away with only having one buckler, even though, you know, stuff can degrade, because I don't think it degrades that fast, and carrying around even just one spare for all of our weapons and armor would be absurd, I think. It would take up way too much space. So, we'll sell everything else. We'll keep a buckler for when we want to use a melee weapon, for whatever reason, if such an occasion ever arises. I don't think there's any reason to keep the staves. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah. We'll haggle on the magic, because that's way more valuable, but we'll sell all but one of the daggers. I think we can use short swords, actually, so maybe we should buy a short sword. Yeah. For now, we'll hold on to it. Ooh, wait, whoa. This is that magic longsword. Okay, so let's do 650. 611. Let's try 640. 630. 629. Alright. Yeah, because that's that magic longsword. Yes. Okay. Alright. So we can't use longswords anyway, so... And then we'll sell... Oh, nope, that's the one we haven't equipped. But we'll sell the backups, because there's no reason to keep one. Maybe we should keep one, because the bow is our primary weapon. Fuck it. Short mark. Yeah, these are unidentified marks. However, since apparently we have a fucking cap on how many, like, specific items we can have, even if they're weightless, probably best to only have one at a time of each type. So, we'll sell one of these marks of shielding. We'll have to identify these. crystal light, unidentified rings, an unidentified bracelet, but we don't necessarily need to know that. However, let's do this one first, because this is definitely an elven bracelet. We know that because of the stats. So, elven bracelet, he wants 93 gold for it. Let's do 110. 106. So if he gives us the same offer for the unidentified one, he does. Okay, so that's good to know. That's fantastic. So identifying those items would drastically lose us gold on the sale. So that is fantastic. I think this is the one we don't have equipped. 234. Let's do 300. Let's do 290. 280. Alright, fine. Dwarven bracelet, elven amulet. Potion of stamina, restore power, resist fire, resist confidence, shock, cure disease, levitation, resist poison, free action, cure poison, and invisibility. God, it doesn't feel like we got rid of that much. Fuck. That's ridiculous. Let's see here. Dagger, staff, short sword, short bow, saber. I don't think we can use sabers. So let's just buy a short sword. That's not worth haggling over. And then sell the dagger, because the short sword's going to be better and we can use it with the buckler. That's the only weapon he's got worth buying, though, I think. Armor, buckler. Okay. It looks like... I have to assume from this, it's only including... No, that can't be right. I guess it's just a weird coincidence that he happens to only have leather over for sale. But, alright. So, gauntlets... yeah. It's 15 gold, so that's not worth haggling over. I don't care. I don't care about any of it. So, we've got wallets, left pauldron, right pauldron, boots, helm, greaves. Oops. Oh no! Aw, fuck me sideways! Ah. God damn it. I don't think we'll get attacked out here. I don't know if we can go back in the store now. Will he reset? Will it all reset? Fuck. Okay, good. Man, I'm stupid. Anyway. And then Curious. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yes, I forgot. Yeah. Some element of the game's combat mechanics means that different attacks... I mean, you may have noticed that when I'm attacking with melee weapons, I'm attacking from different angles depending on how I move my mouse, my cursor. Side to side, overhand different chops, forward stabs. Those target different body parts, I think that's how this works. So each section has a different AC. It's a lot, but... Okay. We are fully armored. That'll work. When we're not using the bow. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So... yeah, I guess there's nothing else we can really do. Sell, repair, steal. That's it. That's all we can manage. We should be much harder to hit now. I don't know if that'll affect how much damage we take when we are hit, but at the very least, that should be the case. So let's go back to the Mage's Guild. Okay, prostitute, I assume. The boys call me Athasina Massa. I'm a whore. You and me both, darling. Okay. Where's the Mage's Guild? North. Thanks for nothing, bitch. Well, I mean, that's enough. It's kind of hard to miss. Alright. Come on, go in the door. Okay, let's find the old man. Nope, not in there. In here? Nope. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now, here's what we can do. Detect magic. So we're just going to identify all of them to start with. Let's see here. So it's a mark of healing. Oh, that's actually kind of good. God, it's so expensive, though. I don't think there's any way to do this yourself. A second mark of healing. Oh, fuck. 1,000 gold, almost. Just to tell me what this goddamn ring is. A ring of stamina? Alright, hang on. I don't have enough money. Okay, well. Let me see here. Mark of healing. Well, it doesn't really give me any real information, but I think it's, you know, presumably some kind of healing spell. Like, how many charges? 13 charges. Yeah, I mean, that's really good, but oh, here's the thing. We don't actually need to have it identified to use it. The only problem is, if we get any more marks, and, you know, these aren't identified, we won't be able to tell what's what. But I think we can overcome that and hold on to our gold. But what's this ring of stamina? What does that do? 45 charges. Doesn't... Okay, so you cast a spell from it. Alright, I think we have no choice but to use it. So, let's see here. What the hell? We did have it equipped, right? Yes. Does it passively regenerate our fatigue? Is that what it does? I don't know. But I'd have to imagine that's what it does, right? Because, I mean, I can't think of anything else. Of any other way it could work. So let's identify the other ring real quick. And then we'll think about this. Ring of... oh, it's another ring of stamina. Okay, so to be honest, I mean, we've got some potions of stamina, and it, you know, it depletes so slowly, and we're going to want to rest more frequently to heal anyway. I don't think we need either of them, to be honest. The marks of healing are definitely worth keeping, because then it means, you know, for those occasions where we can't rest, we'll be able to heal in emergencies. Like, it can function as a first aid kit kind of deal. So, I think we'll hold on to those, but we won't identify them. Oh, jeez. Where's the nearest store? The Worm's Sundries. This way? If I'm reading that map right? Oh, yeah, shit. Right here. Okay, cool. As you enter the Worm's Sundries, golden gleams from the fall sun reflect off of the many items of interest scattered about. Why are the blacksmiths so hot? Alright. Rings, here we go. Yeah. Ooh, damn, son. Fuck. Should we sell this? I mean, I technically don't know exactly what it does, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Let's try 3 grand. Okay, 2,900. 2,800. 2,750. 2,740. 2,739. 2,738. Oh. I didn't know that could happen. Well, that's alright. 2,780? What were we talking about? Wait, what? What the fuck? What the flying fuck? I didn't just fuck myself, did I? Fuck it, it's fine. We'll go with that. Okay, so there's that, and then the other ring, and then that's it, right? Anything else we're keeping? Yes. Yes. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Actually, I guess this is a different store. We should see what he has to sell. Dagger, staff, short sword, steel staff, short bow, saber, steel dagger of will, iron dagger of frost resistance. Really, dude? Just give details. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to guess. Presumably steel is better than iron. I don't know if iron is somehow better than basic dagger, but frost resistance will... Who knows what the fuck that does. What's it got for armor? Just the basic shit. Alright, well... You know what? We can rewind time. Oh, right. Okay, well, we'll leave. We'll leave and come back and buy both, so we can find out what they actually fucking do. There we go. Alright. Steel dagger. Oh, whatever, I don't care. Just give it to me. And then the iron dagger. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Let me see here. So the steel dagger, 1 to 6 damage. So it does about as much damage. Oh. It does about as much damage as... Oh, okay, no. Is that better? So, okay, yes. I don't remember how much damage the basic dagger did, but I think probably iron. So it does more damage, not as much as the short sword, but does more damage, and gives plus 10 to willpower when you have it equipped. Interesting. Frost resistance. 40 uses. So that, I assume, would mean that you, use it to cast a frost resistance spell. Which is not as good as I was hoping. Willpower, I mean, that's nice, but I don't think it's that big a help. That's good to know. If we can get, like, a dagger of agility or something, or you know, shit like that, that would be good, but... Okay, so then in that case, all that's left is to spend all the gold we now have on potions and spells. And then you enter the Mages Guild, a world where nature holds little power. Outside, leaves are falling and plants are dying back into the ground, but in here, strange flora lives year-round, competing for space next to the scrolls, potions, and other mystic apparatus that crowds the guild's shelves. Guild. Anyway, yeah. Potions and spells. And then we're done. With, like, equipping ourselves for the journey and for whatever lies ahead. Nope. Next one. Right? I'm completely lost. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay, so wait, how many do we have already? So we should buy the potions first, for sure. Potion of Cure Disease. Okay, we got 3 of those. And 2 free action. So we need 7. I'm not going to remember that. 7 potions of Cure Disease is how much we need. Wait. I mean, we could steal, but... Well, let me double check what the prices were. Cure Disease is 100 gold. Fuck it, I don't care. 7. Oh, I can haggle. I'll give you 500 gold for it. Okay, I'll give you 600. Oh, fuck it, fine. Alright, and then we need 8... Oh, I remembered. 8 potions of free action. Which is right here. It's a little more expensive, but it's not that bad. Give me 900 for it. Or rather, I'll give you 900. What about 950? Oh, fuck me. potion. 8 of them. 950. 980. 990. Oh, cool. Okay. So I got like several of them for free. Excellent. Okay. So that's... We got how much gold? 5,724 left. And we've got the 10 of each of those potions we need. Okay, so yeah, the rest we can spend on, I'm not sure if there's a reason to do this, but I'm going to anyway. We can spend on spells. So let's see what default spells he's got. Spells. Okay, so we could just cast Levitate. A stamina restoration spell. I don't think we need that. A light spell. I mean, it's useful, but I don't think it's... I think we'd be better off spending our magicka on other things. I mean, maybe if it was really cheap to cast, but I don't think I can know that. Yeah, I can't know that unless I learn the spell, and I don't really want to waste the money. I mean, I could save and do all that crap, but a heal, so it's just a more powerful healing spell. That, yeah, that's worth... Oh, okay. 1 to 15 points plus 1 to 5 points per level. So, you know, honestly, it costs 31. Maybe we should just make a custom spell without the variability. You know what? Let's try that out. Let me... Effects. Cause continuous damage, create, cure, damage designated as non-target, destroy, drain attribute, elemental resistance, fortify attribute, heal, transfer, invisibility, levitate, light, lock, open, regenerate, silence, spell absorption, spell reflection, spell resistance. Heal. Restore fatigue or health. So health. Range. We've got like just shy of 50 health right now, I think. So something that healed 10 health. Okay, so let's try this. Right? Okay, so you just flat out heal 10 health points plus 1 per level. So right now it would be 14 health per cast, and it would cost 28 spell points out of like 80 to 90, somewhere around there. That's not great. What if we did the opposite? What if we went with a very low standard amount? That is a lot better, actually. It's 40, so it's what was it? It was 23 before, so almost double, but still. But we heal 40 health with one cast, and it's guaranteed. There's no variability. It will always heal 41 points of health, which is almost all our health right now. So yeah, maybe, yeah, that would probably be better. I think that'll do for now. Just call it Cure Wounds. Yeah, that's good. described in your spellbook. Okay, so cool. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, let's double check. Make sure that that worked as intended. Cure wounds, yeah. Okay, so perfect. All right. Yeah. I mean, let's save. Hang on. Yeah, 46. Yeah, that like pretty much gets all our health back for a little under half our spell points. It's not amazing, but I think it will progressively get cheaper to cast as we level. But we'll also continue to get more powerful. I think that's how that works. So, yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. I mean, let's see what else we can do. Cause, continuous damage, create what? Shield, wall, or floor? We can make walls? Make a floor. That's interesting. One floor permanently created for 25 spell points. I mean, that would let us make bridges. Slowly, but still. I think that's worth knowing. Yeah. Bridgeomancy. Now, creating a wall. That'd be more niche. And probably more expensive. Let's test it out, see how much it would cost. Create wall. 25 spell points for one quote-unquote wall. I'd probably need to cast it at least 3 times to make an alcove for myself, to protect myself. And of course, I'd also be able to, that is to say, I'd also need to be able to delete that wall, or at least one of them, when to get myself out. So, nah, I don't think that's worth doing. Yeah, so we'll reset this, and then a shield spell. I mean, no, probably best to just use marks for that, especially since we're not a truly like pure squishy caster. I think that's probably fine. Cause disease, poison, paralyzation, or curse. I have no idea what curse does, but a paralyzing spell could be good. Could be really good. We definitely want guaranteed. None of that random bullshit. Can I? Really? Alright. Oh, but wait. That's the chance increasing per level. So in that case, we could... We're at level 4. So if we set it to increase 10% chance per level, and then lowered the base chance to 60%, we'd still have a guaranteed cast, but it'd probably be cheaper to cast. And then we could keep doing this, so that by level 10, make progressively a better and better version of this spell. Duration. 1 round per level. Okay, yeah, that's gonna hugely increase the cost. So this would cost 112 spell points for guaranteed paralyzation for quote-unquote 4 rounds. We can't physically cast this right now. So I think I like this idea, but I don't think it's going to work for now. Something to consider for later, though, when we're a more powerful mage and going up against more powerful enemies. Continuous damage. Okay, so yeah, it's just a... It's a dot. I don't think any of that's worth having. Because our, frankly, rather limited spell points, I think, are better spent on other spells. An AoE spell could be good, though, for when we find ourselves advanced multiple enemies. That doesn't happen that often, but it does happen sometimes. Cure disease, poison, paralyzation, and curse. Would we be able to cast a cure paralysis spell? I mean, we have to, because there'd be no other use for this effect, right? Okay, so it'd be the same type of deal. 10% per level, 60% chance, base chance. It'd be cheaper than anything else we could do. For 150, so we wouldn't be able to cast this anyway. But that could also be a good thing to have for later. As an emergency oh shit button, just in case we don't have potions. Likewise for disease, I think. So we'll compare, we'll check what the price would be. %. Yeah, it's even more. Or no, but still, we can't cast this, so that's all right. But possibilities for later. Damage, health, range. So I think this would be this wouldn't be AoE. Yeah, no, this would be just a straight damage spell, but it would do the damage instantly rather than over time. So anyway, damage, designate as non-target. So it's like a peace spell, right? Enemies would become non-hostile. I think. I mean, that the only real use I can think for that would be to allow me to escape, which isn't awful. This is probably not going to... Yeah, no, I can already tell. Yeah. Destroy walls and floors. This just seems like a bad idea in general. Unless I wanted to delete a bridge that I had made, which might be good to have if I'm going to be making bridges. Yeah. Just in case. Bridgeomancy. The destroy walls thing, that's a pass wall spell. We definitely want that. So that could let us make shortcuts. Okay, yeah. Drain attribute. So this could be really good actually, because it would strengthen us while weakening an enemy. If they've lost strength, they're suddenly not going to be able to hit us for much. Actually, a drain agility would be better, because then be very unlikely to hit. Okay, we'll do that. 15 rounds per level. That seems like a long time. Rate of recovery. So it actually would last 30 rounds, but it would gradually increase. But to have it be a decent amount would cost a lot. That's not too bad, actually. 20 points of drain for 62 spell points. Alright. I think that'd probably be the most useful. Unless we're fighting a spellcaster. In which case... Can we drain spell points? No. But draining intelligence would basically do the same thing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do... 20... Same deal, same spell, just targeting intelligence instead. In case we encounter any wizards. Well, I mean, we will. I mean, fuck, Jagar Tharn is a wizard, but we'll probably want to have a stronger version of the spell by the time we're fighting him. Elemental resistance. I mean, useful, but probably better to just rely on potions for that. At least for now. Fortify attribute. I don't think so. Heal transfer. Oh. So I could... Hang on. Okay. So this would be a net loss of spell points for me, but... for all intents and purposes, a cast cost of 15 to deprive my opponent of 10 spell points. What if we did twice that? What if we did 100? Okay, that's definitely not going to work. Yeah, that's uncastable, but maybe... Let's do 30. So it's 75, but technically that's 30 less, because we'd be gaining 30, so it'd be 45. I mean... Yeah, let's do it. I don't know how many spell points enemy casters normally have, so I don't know how helpful that would be, but... I mean, a drain health spell would be fine, but I think we'd be better off using our magic up on other things. An invisibility spell, levitate, light, lock, open. I mean, we can pick locks, but it might be good to have an unlocking spell as a backup. Let's see how expensive it would be to... Yeah, no, at least not right now. But maybe later. Regenerate. Hit points. But it'd be real expensive. Yeah, not really worth having, I think. Silence, though. casting spells entirely, but look at that cost. Yeah, no. Certainly not right now. Spell absorption, reflection, and resistance. It'd be prohibitively expensive, so no. Okay, yeah, honestly, I think that's probably the best we can do as far as spell crafting. Let's double check what he's got. Like this light spell. There's a globe of light for 10 rounds per level, so 40 rounds right now. I don't know how long a round is in real time, but follows the caster across 30. Definitely not worth it, I think. Levitate, stamina, light, heal, orc, strength. Plus 15 points of strength for 5 rounds per level. Yeah. Wonderlight? Oh, it's a projectile. Invisibility. Oh, jeez. Wizard's Fire. I think it's just a fire spell, right? Yeah. Strength Leech, Shock, Shield, Free Action. Resist Fire, Cold, Shock, Open, Sanctuary, Wizard Lock. Sanctuary? Yeah, that's definitely not worth it. Free action is 65, but with a chance to fail. No, definitely not. And not an insignificant chance to fail either. Resist shock. Ice bolt, spell shield, earth wall, heal true. Silence, which is curse, troll's blood, ice storm, firestorm, wave, sting, resist poison, pass wall. Oh. Their version is more powerful, but also too expensive for me to actually cast, so. Force wall, pitfalls, wildfire. Yeah, honestly, I think that's good. I think we're good. So. Yeah. I think we're done with, like, the prep work. So, let's go to the castle. Let's go to the palace and ask around there for stuff. See what we can find. Hello, juggler. Who are you? Good day, I'm Claudius Augusculus. And if you think you've got problems, listen to this. You know, it only takes one drink to get an Argonian drunk. I can't remember if it's the 13th or the 14th. Now, what's thy story? Okay. Anyway, where is the palace? Palace. That's east of here last time I checked. East. I thought you said west. There. Gorgeous. Alchemist? Remember what I, Antigenitis Zernes, the peddler, always say. Everything is for sale. Though perhaps you're looking for information. So, animated like an alchemist, but you're a store owner that I can't actually shop at? Anyway. Yeah, this is the palace. You walk into the Lord's Audience Chamber, noticing the many fine trappings and furniture that decorate the area. Outside, the golden fall sun lands its warmth, holding back winter's hand for a few moments more. Ahead of you waits Dioglatase, Lord of Branchmont. It is well known that Branchmont is currently at peace with its neighbor Riverbridge. Oh, okay. Why are you Arabic? Welcome to Branchmont, Beth. Please treat yourself. To our village's many pleasures. Our taverns are a particular delight. The best mutton pie in the province. Now, I regret I must dismiss you. Oh. Tell me, young Argonian, are you an Arthur village for business or pleasure? No matter, Branchmont offers ample rewards for seekers of either. You will find the people here friendly and accommodating, although I would not recommend leaving your weaponry back at your inn if you wander at night. Goodbye. Alright, so there's literally nothing here for us across the board. Absolutely nothing. That's okay. We're already at 4th level. We've got some good gear and spells. Yeah. Where's the city gate? A bit south of here, I'm sure of it. So, this way. Somewhere. Huh. Oh, here it is. And here we are in the wilderness. The wilderness of Blackmarsh. And then I believe if we open our map... No? Okay, hang on. No. Okay, right-click the map. So yes, Blackmarsh. So where are we? Anyway, Branchmont, in the north, near the Morrowind border. So, we've got these little villages. That would be, I guess they'd be towns, with maybe like 1,000 people, in the lore, of course. Not in game. But, yeah, like 1,000 people and some petty lord. And then they owe their fealty to the rulers of these city-state kingdoms. Early Elder Scrolls was real big into city-state kingdoms. Yeah. But we don't even want to be in this province right now. Enter the name of the city or press enter key for a list. You cannot travel until you've chosen a destination, city, town, or village. Okay. So yeah, the Imperial Province, Cyrodiil. I don't think that name exists yet in this first game, but yes. Hammerfell. So we want to go somewhere in Hammerfell, but we don't actually know where yet. So we'll go to Rihad, which is the nearest city. The city-state of Rihad in Hammerfell province. The date is Fredas, 4th Earthfire, in the year 30th, 389. Based on the current weather, it will take 60 days to travel here. The total distance is 3,020 kilometers. Yes, 3,020 kilometers. One of the coolest aspects of this game is that it has the lore-accurate scale in distances. Because like from Morrowind on, all of the Elder Scrolls games are built into miniature dioramas of the location. So like, you know, Skyrim isn't actually like 2 miles across with a population of 1,000 people for the whole goddamn country. Like, that's a video game limitation, a mechanical limitation. In the lore, Tamriel is thousands of miles across, with populations, you know, in the millions. And this game is how you can know the canonical distances. Daggerfall, the second game, has it too, but is only focused on the Iliac Bay region. But in that, the whole region is to scale. It's one of the largest game worlds ever made, and super fucking buggy as a result. For a long time, it was the biggest ever made. I think there are a few that have surpassed it, but not many, for obvious reasons. But anyway, 4th of Sun's Dusk. So it's gonna take us like a month? Oh no, 60 days, right. 2 months. 2 months to travel from Black Marsh to Hammerfell. Yeah. It's a shame Maria didn't just deposit me here. Could have saved us all a lot of time, but nothing to do about it. You have arrived in the city-state of Rihad in Hammerfell province. The date is Lordthus, 5th of Sun's Dusk in the year 389. 30, right? It took 60 days to reach your goal. Rihad, southernmost part of Hammerfell, welcomes thee. Lay aside thy vice and avarice and enter these walls as nobles. We wish you only a long life and prosperity. You know, I hear these red guards have curved swords. And don't wear clothes, apparently. Correction. The men wear clothes, but the women prance about in their underwear. And boots, and nothing else. Yeah, there's an unfortunate little bit of a dated exoticism thing going on here, but anyway. Who are you? You can call me Kem. I'm a squire, you know. I expect I'll probably be a warrior myself someday. Where's Fang Lair? I'll bet that some of the stuff recently uncovered in a keep outside the city showed the location of Fang Lair. I'd check at the palace, see what they say. Be careful though, a band of knights was seen attacking any who left the city. Huh. Okay, where's the palace? To the south. Alright. South. This way. That's an inn. That's 2 more inns back to back? 3? Or is it just different entrances to the same inn? Probably. Ooh, dragon statue. And it's a quadruped. Now that's a retcon. What the hell? We're here. Let's see if this blacksmith has anything good. As you enter Coom's Provisions, gold and goods from the false and reflective for the many items of interest scattered around. I love that just the scale makes the blacksmiths look like fucking giants. Daddy. Alright. What am I doing? Right, checking to see what's for sale. Dagger, steel dagger, short sword staff, iron saber, short bow saber, steel saber, steel staff with endurance, short sword fire resistance, saber strength. I mean, this would be a minor upgrade. Do you have magic armor? Buckler, steel buckler. Oh, a steel buckler. That is an upgrade. Yeah. Let's buy that. It's a little bit better than what we have now. So when we an ebony buckler. I don't have enough of that though. So. Just hold on. We'll sell the normal buckler. There it is. Yeah. Alright, cool. It's not huge, but, you know. It's probably worth popping into these kinds of stores periodically. probably worth going to the Mages Guild for the same reason. Try and steal some more magic items, but we can do that later. The palace in every town and city, the Lord's Keep is always, like the entrance to it is always built into the town wall. So here, yeah, this should be it, I think. Yeah, there it is. It is the busiest season of the year in Rahad, and the palace's audience chamber is filled with area farmers discussing their harvests with Queen Blubanka. Many linger in the room after their business is through, procrastinating the return to the burden field work. They seem to be talking mostly about Rahad being suddenly at war with its nearest neighbor, Tanith, and how this would change the trade throughout the province. That's interesting. The soldiers and rulers of the Red Guards in Hammerfell are not black. The ones in fucking, or at least the guards, in Blackmarsh are, but not in Hammerfell. Weird. Anyway. Welcome to Arcasvethix. I am Queen Blubanka, and I agreed to tell you about Fanglair for a favor. You see, not too long ago, a band of goblins led by Gulfog the Dark attacked this stronghold. They carried away with them much treasure, including a parchment which held within its writings clues to decipher the part of the Elder Scrolls which spoke of the location of the legendary Fanglair. Gulfog and his goblins fled to an ancient and ruined fortress called Stonekeep outside the city. I fear that a large band of mercenaries or soldiers will be unable to find them. A single person, however, will be much more successful. Perhaps your arrival is fortuitous. If you would agree to try and recover this parchment, I will inscribe the location of the Stonekeep onto your map. If you are successful in return with the parchment, I will be able to decipher the location of Fanglair. I promise to give you that location as reward for your help. Do you agree? I mean, I don't really have a choice. Excellent. Stonekeep lies near Rahad. Be careful. Gulfog is crafty and evil. It is even rumored that he is a necromancer serving the Underking. When you have the parchment, return with it here and we will find out the location of Fanglair for you. Queen Blubanka smiles broadly and motions for you to take your leave. Okay, there we go. What is her character model even? Like, what is this? Anyway. Maybe we should rest at the inn before we leave. You know, get up to full health and all. Yeah, we should do that. Who are you? Good day, Argonian. My name is Fless, the city-state thief. I quite frankly steal things. Okay. Let's ask about rumors. I haven't done that yet here. I wasn't here in Rahad for last year for the Warriors Festival, but I should be here on Sunday, 20th of Sun's Dusk this year for the perfect time to buy a weapon you couldn't ordinarily afford. Huh? So, like, there'll be a sale. Okay. Ever done any delivery work? Well, no matter. There's a figure called Rogue Shrekem in a tavern just north of here. This character isn't very demanding, just needs a bit of help. I've never found those to be worth doing in this one, to be honest. Like you saw, it's chump change, you know? Like 80 gold. They're not hard, but, like, especially for us as a thief, and we can just steal shit, it's not worth doing. But, yeah, I'll just go to the inn. The nearest inn. To the west. Close enough he doesn't feel the need to mark it on my map, so... should be right around here somewhere. I honestly don't know how any Argonian could survive in Hammerfell. The fucking scale rot from the lack of humidity in the air. Oh, God. I live in what is essentially a mountain plateau in eastern Washington, and that is too arid for me. I can't even imagine. You enter the haunted cup, heartened by the smells of food and spices, and prepare to relax in the warm sunlight. Oh yeah, so sunny in here. Yeah, just get a room. I don't care. I don't know if this, like, does anything, but... From an in-universe perspective, if nothing else, if I can easily afford the best possible room, I'm gonna take the best possible room. Alright, so what time is it? 2:53 in the afternoon. We want to make sure we don't leave at night. So... we'll just camp for a while. Yeah, so, okay, so... 17 hours? Right? That put us at 2 a.m. and that's 7 a.m. Yeah, that should be good. 17 hours. And that should have brought us up to full health again, right? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Oh. There we go. This is the exit. Okay, and then now we need to ask somewhere where the exit is. Oh, jeez. Where the city gates are. Well, oh! Okay, good. Huh. Anyway, we'll ask you. They call me Tenny the Servant. I run errands around town for my master. Okay, where are the city gates? I'm not really sure. Go north for a while and ask there. Well, I mean, if it's to the north, it's going to be to the north. We just have to find the city wall. Fucking eventually. There it is. Alright. I don't know where the gate's gonna be, though. Perfect. Oh, there's a person out here. Let's save. So we don't get fucking murdered out here. Oh, there we go. Where'd they go? Oh, jeez. You can call me Fanunsi. I am a weaver. I hope to be hired to make a new tapestry for the palace. So it's just town folk. Like, just wandering around outside the city. That's interesting. Huh. And then what's this building over here? I've never actually bothered exploring the overworld. What is this building? This lock has nothing to fear from you. Is there some kind of locked house? A farmhouse? Oh yeah, it's a farmhouse. So it's Rahad's farmland. That's cool. Anyway, I think we should be able to fast travel to the, Stonekeep. It is the 6th of Sun's Dusk, on Sundas. Take 3 days to travel here, 160 kilometers. Okay. I think, theoretically, you might be able to travel there on foot, but... no. Alright, here we go. next time. All right. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is a pretty good stopping point. We did a decent amount, you know. Got ourselves pretty well established. Got spells and gear, 4 levels. Yeah. And cleared the Imperial City Sewers, the first dungeon, 100%, as far as I could tell, and progressed until we arrived in the first main story dungeon. This is the pattern for the whole thing. Like, this is the whole game. You go to a province, you search around for the keep, or the dungeon where the piece of the Staff of Chaos is, but in order to gain access to it, you have to clear a different dungeon first. So 2 dungeons per province until you've done 16 and gotten all the pieces of the staff, and then you go and confront Jagar Tharn. Like, that's the whole game. But each dungeon is custom made. I believe there are randomly generated dungeons scattered about that you can clear too, infinitely. But the ones for the main storyline are pre-built, handcrafted, with little story elements like this one with the goblins and stuff like that. But so yeah, current plan is to continue this Monday night next week, and tomorrow, like I said earlier, we will be joined by Emma, Emerald Griffin, for Jade Empire. Hopefully. Kind of will depend on how she feels, but... So... double save just to be sure. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining me. And... I will see you all again tomorrow. Goodbye.